Hey everyone, and holy shit, Canada, nobody's safe from the feminist slash SJW slash PC culture that is running rickshaw and rampant all over the people today. They just, like I say, they just seem like the most disgruntled people on the planet, and all they can think about, everything that guides their life choices and decisions is all about, how can I bring out the pitchfork or that mob mentality to destroy men because, hey, those people represent something that happened in my past, so I'm just going to fuck everybody up because emotions, because feelings, because feminism, because MeToo, right? Headline of the Globe and Mail: TVO launches probe of sexual harassment allegation against host Steve Paikin. It seems pretty upstanding, but like I say, I don't know the man personally, so I can't speak to this particular case or what the reality or what the truths or what the facts are or how it'll all unfold, but holy shit, like, think about it. And listen, sorry for laughing because I recognize there are a lot of men out there that are going to be fucked out of this goddamn feminist SJW movement, but hey, at the same time, I also recognize that you need to fucking get on board with being more principled. Start cleaning up your room, folks. Lead by example. The reason why I don't fucking worry about this shit is because I've always been the kind of guy that dedicates and commits myself to whoever my female counter might be. I'm very principled and loyal in that aspect, in that regard. And I've never been sexually aggressive to the point where I could ever be misconstrued or misrepresented or have these kind of false accusations presented or put forth regarding anything I've ever done in my past. But like I say, these public figures, you put yourself out there in these situations and, well, this is the consequence of such. And if you're unwilling to push back, although I will recognize and acknowledge right now that the CEO of TVO, and it is a woman, and good for you, lady, I'll mention your name here shortly, she has said that no, she's not going to fire or put Steve on any paid or unpaid leave until there's actual evidence offered or introduced. Steve gets to keep his job. And you know what? That's a very principled approach. So kudos to, let me just scroll down to who this lady is here. Lisa DeWild. Good for you, Lisa DeWild. At least you're standard principled in your position here. And you know what? That's going to maintain the credibility of not just you, but your organization for doing so. So kudos. And good on you for doing that. I'm just going to read a little bit from this article here. Ontario public broadcaster TVO is launching an independent third-party investigation of a sexual harassment allegation made against Steve Paikin, host of the current affairs show The Agenda. The allegation was made by Sarah Thompson, a former candidate for mayor of Toronto, but the channel said that based on the evidence it has so far, Mr. Paikin will remain on the air pending the results of the probe. TVO Chief Executive Officer Lisa DeWild issued a statement on Monday disclosing that Ms. Thompson had published details of an incident on her website without using Mr. Paikin's name. When she also sent him an email over the weekend, Mr. Paikin immediately notified TVO, the statement said. So like I say, I'll post a link to this article in the description of the video below. But, like I say, folks, listen, male or female, this kind of bullshit, I mean, holy crap, folks. Not everyone can jump on board. Are you really, male or female, are you really willing to accept that we can just start? Because once you start down the road, like I say, women, well, not necessarily women, feminists, progressives, SJWs, if you want to start down that road where just baseline accusations are enough to destroy a person's career or livelihood or their reputation, well, do you not recognize that that can be flipped and turned upside down and used against you? This is the problem I see continually on a regular, ongoing basis with these people. It's like they're such short-term thinkers. They think that if I could just win the politics or the narrative of the day, oh, then ultimately, look at this. Look, I've won. But all you've really done, you've won. You might have won a battle, although you really didn't win a battle. You imposed your shit onto people and cause a whole lot of pain and hardships for people that may very well be innocent. But even if you think that that's some kind of political win, well, those wins, the political wins, they change, they shift. And there's always that potential backlash where they'll be facing you ultimately. And you'll be placed in those exact same precarious positions. Live and let live, and put yourself in the other person's shoes or position. That's how I've always guided my life. Seems to me that these people should be doing the same thing. Skinny Libertarian, and I love liberty.